Hello, I'm Chris, and this is Whiskey back here, and welcome to the very first video of what's hopefully going to be a long series of videos of hikes and interesting stops in Georgia, all over, and then maybe one day further beyond. Today we're going to be hiking the Etowah Trail, which starts at Bowling Park in Canton, Georgia, and winds its way out along the Etowah River, and then out towards a little bit through an Army Corps of Engineers land management area, part of the Allatoona Lake area. So we're starting off today in the car because I wanted to kind of go over, for anybody interested in hiking this trail, kind of the process. So dogs are not permitted at Bowling Park where the trail starts, but you're only briefly in Bowling Park, so it's kind of a loophole-ish. You know, just make sure you don't go into the park if you decide to come out here with your dog. So obviously Whiskey's a dog, so we gotta be pretty quick. Fortunately, I'm in the parking lot right now, and you can easily see the trailhead right over there, and I'll throw an arrow in if I can. But anyway, let's get started. So it's about a 10-mile hike total, 12 miles of trails, out and back, because the trail just kind of stops out in the middle of nowhere, yeah, so it's gonna take us a little bit of time. We're gonna make a couple of stops, and yeah, so also I'm gonna be probably using a couple of different cameras, still trying to kind of get everything in order. Obviously this is the first video, so things may be different, things may kind of get strange at times audio wise, not really sure, so but we'll get better over time. Anyway, let's go. Okay, so we came across these really pretty flowers. I'm not entirely sure what kind they are. It looks like a huge bush though. So I'll do a little bit of research and try to put what kind of flowers they are in the description or kind of down below. But as you can see, it's kind of sprawled out. Only just a few flowers, some blooms kind of right up there. Yeah, not real sure, but very pretty. Okay, so we're coming up on the big bridge. So this is kind of the piece de resistance of the Boy Scout projects out here, at least as far as I've seen. And I've hiked quite a few trails. Now this is a pretty old bridge. You know, it's dated right here. Watch out, Whiskey, 1997. But there may have been other incarnations of it, and different side projects. But anyway, it's a very big bridge. It's a very cool bridge, and we'll kind of BSA Troop 241 again. Just a very neat kind of construction, you know, like very simple. 4 giant beams crossing over this little tributary creek here. Come on, Whiskey. Keep going. Don't be scared. Good boy. Alrighty. I gotta kind of squeeze through these a little bit. And there we go. So we're off now. Now we're on the other side. It's wet. Good thing they have these little notches here to kind of help you keep from falling. Whiskey seems to be doing just fine. Last little bit here. Okay, and so So now we're out past the halfway point, the church. We're getting into a portion where we go uphill quite a bit. So pretty sudden and sometimes steep elevation climb here. Nothing too bad. It's a little wet right now. A lot of exposed roots. You know, as always when you're out hiking, you'll want to be careful, but here's this road again. Kind of a little more worn. Still probably in pretty frequent use by people who come out here and drive around. Now the roads out here are open to the public. So that includes four-wheelers, dirt bikes, and then the trails are closed to vehicles. At least they're supposed to be. But you can mountain bike out here. You don't see a whole lot of people out here. The only one out here today, there were some folks on dirt bikes at the church, but they're not coming on the trail I'm on, so we're all good there. So now I wanted to stop and show you guys this. So this is one of probably hundreds, maybe thousands of these things that are out here. But it kind of marks survey marker for the Corps of Engineers. So let's see. This one was dated, whoops, whiskey's tugging at me there. It looks like 86. So as you can see, finer imprisonment if you remove it. Now they're in there pretty far. So you have to put in a whole lot of work to get that out, but we're kind of on the border here again. As you can see, boundary wildlife management area, Corps of Engineers property line nearby, Mobile, Alabama, and of course the red blazes here. One thing I wanted to mention real quick is, see these 3 banded trees here? And how they have a little dot on them? That dot always points to one of the boundary markers, so it's right there. Now normally there's 3 of them, but it looks like either there wasn't a tree close enough for them to do it, or if there was, it fell down and they just never put one back up. But nowadays, to kind of help keep them marked, they've all got these red stakes beside them, or at least most of them do. Anyway, let's keep going. We found us a friend. Hopefully Whiskey won't realize what he is too soon. You might get sniffed, bud. What is that? What is that? What is he, huh? What is he? He's alright. He won't bother us too much. Come on. Let's get him out of the way. Okay. Bye, friend. Bye, turtle. We are now coming into the last leg of our trip out. And as you can see, we're coming down the hill here on a very narrow path. And again, I just want to reiterate like how cool of a trail this is because of just how diverse the plant life through here is. You know, we go into some real heavy pine forested areas and down into some wetlands, and then we get over the last hill and as far away from the Etowah River as we're gonna be, and it totally changes again. You know, got a bunch of oaks out here. It's a little more gravelly. One of the big reasons I wanted to come out this way is, oh, I think I smell a skunk maybe. Well, look out for him too. Is that there's a particular flower that grows out this way, and I'm thinking might have missed their peak blooming. I know they bloom in early spring, and they may have all withered away by now, but the flower we're looking for is actually the dogtooth lily, or the trout lily. It's a flower that grows all over the United States, and really the species grows all over the world. But the particular flower that we're looking for is a six-leafed yellow flower. Pretty small, low to the ground, pretty fragile, and I'm just not seeing any. Normally they're all through here, all along the ground, but it's late August, so they may have all perished by this point. But if I see one, I will definitely point it out to you. And if not, I'll put a picture of it. But anyway, the flower is actually where the design for my logo comes from, and it's a really pretty flower, very delicate flower, but I've always been really fond of it. And it's purported to have some medicinal properties that, again, the Cherokees would use through here, most of which involve diarrhea and vomiting. So it's highly emetic, which means it makes you throw up, especially to certain individuals. I would not know if I am one of those individuals because I don't really care to find out. I just like the way it looks. Apparently it was used for birth control. Again, probably the vomiting. But it's hard to say. Anyway, we're here at a creek. We're pretty pooped. Whiskey's real hot. He's probably gonna find him a place to lay down here in a second after he gets him a drink. So we're gonna cool out here for a little while. The trail wraps up just right up there on this road, past the creek a little ways. It's usually pretty boggy, so I think we may just turn around here. But we'll check it out and see kind of how it's going. Like I said, the rain's been pretty constant here in Georgia the past few months, so it's probably still just washed out, and it gets destroyed by trucks all the time. They come out here mudding, so we'll see what happens. For now, I'm going to set the camera down and let it just kind of roll, and we're going to take a break.
Mhm.